Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Danielle Norwood, and I'm the host of the Danielle Norwood Show on 580 AM WIBW and FM News 1049. And today we're going to have a special broadcast that we would love for you to tune into. Hundreds of people in our community will now have access to a new mobile laundry, shower, and restroom facility that Valeo Behavioral Healthcare and the Topeka Rescue Mission will be taking throughout the community starting in a few weeks. To give us details about the Mobile Access Partnership and how we can attend the dedication ceremony, we have Valeo's CEO, Bill Persinger, and the Executive Director of the Topeka Rescue Mission, Barry Feaker. Thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you, Danielle. It's great to be with
Thank you, Danielle. Great to be here.
Absolutely. Two of my favorite people in this community because you have such a heart for the poor and the underserved in our community. And blessings to both of you, and especially as we have this big mobile unit to talk about today. Bill, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Tell us about the Mobile Access Partnership, or MAP. How did it come about?
Well, I think back to the first day I walked in here 5.5 years ago, and within a very short period of time met Barry Feaker and some other folks at the Topeka Rescue Mission, and had always, tried to support the needs of people who are homeless. But these folks really inspired me to action, and to Valeo to action. And so we've engaged in several projects over the years. It's really an evolution, even of conversations that and activities that we engaged in together to help folks who were living in the tent city at the time and other folks, homeless around the community. And so the Mobile Access Partnership, starting with a shower trailer and soon followed by initiatives from the Rescue Mission and Stormont Vale and others, will roll out a kind of a one-stop shop, a mobile continuum of care for people on the street who are at risk, who are, who we call the unsheltered homeless, or maybe people living in some very, very temporary situations where they have to move frequently just to have a roof over the head. We want to give people a hand up, not a hand out. We want to help with their personal feelings of dignity, want to give them hope. And we see the shower trailer and the units that will follow this spring and summer as another platform. We're not going to cut back on what we're doing on the street already. Barry and I both have teams out there every day, and we're not going to cut back that effort. But this is another platform, another forum to engage people, to introduce them to, maybe a way out of poverty, a way towards self-sufficiency. But hats off to Barry Feaker and the crew for inspiring me and bringing us along as partners.
Barry inspires a whole lot of people every single day. And Barry, I want to bring you on now. Tell us about who's going to benefit from MAP.
Whenever Bill Persinger speaks before me, I probably should just say what he said. So Bill represents us very well. Danielle, Bill has indicated that we have teams that are out. We've been doing that for many years together with law enforcement as well to reach the unsheltered. The key word here is access. It's Mobile Access Partnership. We're taking access more to services out where the homeless are. We've got the rescue mission facilities. We've got Valeo. We have all the services around that, but we have a growing number of homeless in our community as well as the whole country right now that we decided, rather than to follow the traditional lines of reaching them to try to get them where we are, we're going out where they are and taking as much as we possibly can to them, which in this case will be a place to get cleaned up, shower, laundry capabilities, restroom, be able to brush your teeth in an actual sink, things that we take for granted, and then bring a kitchen out to them. That's coming here in July with the Rescue Mission and the donations that we received to be able to have a mobile kitchen that actually we can cook food right there for folks. And then, of course, Stormont, the health issues. So Bill said this before, this is a body, soul, and spirit approach. This is a full meal deal for access and then engagement to people who don't necessarily trust others for lots of good reasons. There's a lot of trauma out there that people have experienced, maybe from childhood. Mental illness, drug addiction has been just a symptom of some of those particular things they've gone through. So we can't expect everybody just to jump on board and say, hey, let's go to the mission, or let's go to Valeo for help. We need to go out there so that they know they're valued. They know that there's hope, and that we can give them some basics to maybe engage them into more help down the road. Very broken people, a lot more of them than there used to be. And so this community is saying, hey, you know what? They're not going to be forgotten. We're going right where they are.
That's awesome. Bill, I want to bring you back. How
Sure.
can the community help? I know that you're looking for different items. Definitely donations would be helpful, but also volunteers, because it's going to take a lot of us to make this happen.
Well said. And, of course, donations are always accepted here at Valeo and the rescue mission. I want to give a shout out to the Stormont Vale Foundation. They've been good to us over the years. And, if you decide not to give to Valeo, give to a good cause, volunteer, serve on a board, look for a way to help out and add to the ways that, most of us give back to our community. We could use some volunteers. This really is a great partnership of government, nonprofit providers like the Rescue Mission and Valeo, and faith-based partners like the Rescue Mission and the 7 area churches that will be donating parking space and thousands of gallons of fresh water at each of these events, and most of all, volunteers. So if you want to volunteer, as going across the banner on the bottom, reach out to the folks at the Rescue Mission at TRM, the Rescue Mission. That's trmonline.org. Jenny Falk, Mark DeGroff, and the other great people at the Rescue Mission are lining up volunteers to help. This can be people that would volunteer each week. We're going to hopefully field these trailers 3 or 4 times a week to start. Maybe more than that as time goes by, but we will be needing some boots on the ground to help out.
And
Or
what
maybe
exactly,
go ahead,
what
please.
exactly would they be doing as volunteers? What are some of the variety of things that they could help with?
People should come flexible and prepared to help, and Barry can sure add to this, but maybe checking people in, helping with the laundry supplies that we hand out, helping move articles around, get people the resources they need to take care of their belongings or watch their belongings, make sure things are safe and secure. We'll have an area for that. Maybe just people kind of like a gopher. Hey, can you go for this? Can you go for that? Can you help with this? Can you help with that? In our business, lots of things happen spur of the moment that we don't plan for, and always having staff and volunteers and community around to help out. The exciting thing about our work, you could plan for something, and then a need, usually in the form of an individual who's hurting, shows up, and all of a sudden we have to retool and do this and do that to try to help out. So just having extra people around to supervise and watch and be a part of the flow, visit with people, make them feel welcome like members of the community. I know that what we're trying to do here at Valeo is help adults with mental illness and addiction not only recover and provide them and help them find the hope and the energy to recover, but help find a job, a decent place to live, reunite with family, improve their health care. So an opportunity comes along to work with the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. We're excited to do it. And we think that when the volunteers get there, they'll get excited. They'll probably be telling us eventually what we need to do to help out. So, but it does occur to me a volunteer job description is probably something we ought to be working on. So.
Well, Barry, I want to bring you back in for a moment. Talk to us about, you just touched briefly about the other units that are coming later on in the year. I'd like to hear more about those.
Yeah, so the shower unit is the one that was built first, and it's the one that's being deployed now. But we wanted to feed people, and there's different ways to do that. But we thought, why not just a mobile kitchen unit, so that actually we'll have people from our kitchen at the Rescue Mission who will be in charge of this, that will take donated food, be able to cook hamburgers, sandwiches, you name it. A lot of different applications there that will go out. We also, at this time, are having built a mobile clothing bank and supply unit that will be ready sometime this summer as well, that we'll be able to pull up. And so if you can imagine, kind of like a wagon train, here they come, here comes the shower, here comes the kitchen, here comes the clothing, and then Stormont coming along with their mobile primary care bus, 40-some feet, I think 47-foot bus that will join us. And we anticipate more of those coming along as this builds. Again, this is a new idea. There's not a lot of this going on in the country. And the unique thing about this is we have great relationships with each other and our different organizations. So we said, who can do what piece? And we've taken the different pieces and put them together. So when this is up and running fully, access will be able to be made in multiple ways.
I can't wait to see it all come together. That's going to be amazing. Bill, I want to bring you back for a second. Is there
Sure.
going to be a set schedule of where you're going to be throughout the community?
There will be. Mark and others on the team are working on it. It's going to be a rotating schedule about every 5 or 6 weeks. And so those who volunteer can sign up and catch that schedule every day if they want, or maybe they'll volunteer every third week, or maybe they want to volunteer through their church. And a list of the participating churches is available. I don't have it on me at the present time, but I'll bet you Amy can get that to you, or somebody from the rescue mission can get that to you. But there's just all kinds of opportunities to volunteer. And while I have the mic, if I could say a special thank you to the Kansas Housing Resources Corporation here in Topeka for supplying the $50,000 or so that it cost to build the shower unit, and for providing nearly 4 times that amount in funding for supplies, equipment, things like that we need. Also housing vouchers to help folks get into a safe place to live and begin the recovery and the hope in their life.
Well, there's going to be a special dedication ceremony that's going to go on, and it'll be the first chance for a lot of the public to actually see the unit. Barry, as we get ready to finish, tell us about when the dedication ceremony is going to be, the time, and what all is going to be happening.
You asked me the hard question. We just changed that today. Bill, is that going to be on the 14th now?
Yeah, May 14th.
May 14th, I believe at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
2, I think.
I was close. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I know where. St. John's, AME.
Yes.
And we'll have a dedication there, and the media will be invited, and then our board of directors will be there and staff. So that shirt that Bill has on, I can do this part right, is the shirt. Shower, Laundry, Hope, Mobile Access Partnership. And so I got that one right. But anyway, this is a partnership. MAP is not an organization. Right. It's a collaboration. So it's multiple organizations coming together to do this. And again, that'll be on the 14th at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yep, at St. John's AME Church. They're one of our first partners on this, out of 7 churches that we're partnering with, that at this time will be going Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays to different locations, starting about 9 o'clock in the morning, going to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, to reach out to folks in the different neighborhoods around the community.
Well, I might add too, Danielle, if I could real quickly, that I imagine Barry will have a T-shirt that says something about food and hope. And
well, of course, food for me.
Yeah. And all that. And yes. And so, yeah, we're sure looking forward to being of service. One of the other idea generators here that I want to give credit to is Brett Martin at the United Way of Greater Topeka, who assembled a coalition of social services providers. A couple of folks in the rescue mission are on every week, and we have been for the last year, really talking about food insecurity, housing, how can we help people through the COVID and beyond. And so that really spurred some thinking, I know, between the two organizations. What else can we do to help people?
Well, I'm so fortunate to live in a community that really cares. We don't just talk it, we walk it. And the two of you are at the top of the list of people who are out there making it happen. So my applause to both of you. God bless on everything that's getting ready to happen. We are so excited at Alpha to even be a small part of this. So thank you both for your commitment to this community. And as you've seen the crawl going across the screen, if you'd like more information on MAP or to make donations, because they could use all of the resources that we can give them, time, talent, and treasure, make sure you go to valeotopeka.org. And if you want more information about volunteering, make sure you go to trmonline.org, and they will be more than happy to get you set up with the people that you need to know to help out with this. But in the meantime, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Barry. You both are awesome. And if you want to see more of this, you could tune into our Facebook pages at 98.5 Jack or Country 106.9. And I am Danielle Norwood, hoping that you have a wonderful rest of your day.